Fighting out of the blue corner, representing Jai presenting Lus Breathnach. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Langka Muay Thai, presenting
Three 2-minute rounds at 63-kilo. Lus Breathnach representing Jai fighting out of the blue corner, taking on Langka Muay Thai's Wylie out of the red corner. Heavy kicking game to start right away.
4 unanswered kicks there. Cameron, great shot selection there, doubling up.
Now, how heavily does a foot trip like that score? Or is it more so...
it's seen in the whole scheme of things. Think of it as one dominant interaction, as if someone hit a nice liver shot or a body kick.
Okay.
In isolation, it won't win you the round unless we talked earlier on. The match is quite...
razor thin?
Yeah, absolutely. But it does...
So it's part of a process or a sequence, so
absolutely,
to speak?
absolutely.
Okay.
The round is seen, actually, and in traditional Thai scoring, the whole fight, the 5-round professional match is seen in its entirety as a story, as who was dominated in the 5 rounds.
Oh, so my interpretation of that wouldn't be not unlike, say, Pride Fighting Championships back in the day where the fight was scored as a whole.
Yeah.
Always trying to equate something to MMA to make it make sense to me.
Yeah, nice technical clinch here. I like this. The guys working their hands full tight clinch, and the response of the guys kind of bringing their arms up and around.
Yeah.
That's very technical.
And even the mechanics of the knees they're throwing, they're popping the hips in. These are beautiful technical style knees.
And unless these guys Shark Tank, like push the pace in sparring in camp, that type of high energy clinch can absolutely zap the energy, especially going from intense clinch now into striking again.
Nice rear teep from Wylie. Almost a question mark kick.
Cameron again happy. He's got the long legs, the advantage of having them long levers like we talked about earlier on.
Yep.
He needs to utilize that. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to win the match. Fantastic double and triple knees. Again, we can hear Jamie shouting from the corner to double up. We don't, again, don't need to reinvent the wheel. Do what's working and do it more than once.
It's as basic as fundamentals win fights. Clean fundamentals, especially at this level, will win fights.
And again, Collie Matton, again, experienced referee, allowing this to go ahead.
Yep.
And I like to see this. You don't see it so much in maybe, great liver shot by Cameron.
Wasn't far away with a cheeky little uppercut there. Just kind of got caught on the arm on its way up.
And we'll see the evolution of Thai boxing as...
To stamp his authority on the fight. I would like to see him keep that fight at that teeping distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has the length of hands to throw those long shots. But it was actually interesting, though. It was Wylie initiated the clinch there.
Yeah. There is things, and even afterwards when I'm talking with my fighters and we're doing what we call a post-mortem, we're seeing how did we get on, how did you feel? What we're seeing here, what we're observing though, the fighters could be feeling something totally different. So Cameron could be feeling, no, I'm confident. Like you see him in there, great outside, leg on the outside, we turn and put them over the knee. He might be feeling confident that every time he gets in there, there's little small cues that he's feeling that he's dominating in this.
And almost grabbed the leg for a single leg takedown. Okay, interestingly though, he seems to be very happy to be in the clinch.
Yeah.
He is landing big shots, but in a clinch situation like that, it can't be 50-50. Not only can you land your shots, you're also vulnerable to receiving the shots from your opponent.
Absolutely, and he's that traditional Langka fighter, tall, thin, lean, big engine. So he's used to, his teammates have obviously been leaning on him. He's used to, fantastic sweep.
Well, there's a new nickname, Cameron, Big Engine Wylie. Again, initiates the clinch of, if I'm being very critical of what I would want to see, I would like to see him keep the fight at a little bit more distance and start popping off.
Yeah, absolutely. He obviously feels confident in, Cameron feels confident in there, but you're right, he stands more to get a score and keep a score at a preferable distance.
Yeah, because in a situation like this, you can fall into that trope of 1 for 1, knee for knee.
Absolutely.
But if he keeps that at distance, he's the one in command of the shots.
And we can hear even the cues from the corner. They're calling for shot selections to score, to double up. And it's great to see, like, this high energy. We still need high fight IQ, especially as these guys progress up the ranks.
Big overhand, just shy from Lus Breathnach. Wylie's he's throwing that hook kind of over the top and finding the little gap behind the glove.
Yeah. And that seems to be the theme, I suppose, of the first opening fights. The perception that he's doing better on the outside. But again, in his head, he probably feels he's dominating. He could be dominating in the clinch, but if he is, it's only by a margin.
As we so often say, and you yourself know from your years of competition, being a coach and a commentator, what you feel in the fight can sometimes be exponentially different to what people watching are seeing or your coaches are seeing.
But what I think what we do have is in here tonight and on all of these Deliverance shows is each of the corners have a wealth of experience. So the information there being given, and then it comes down to the fighter. Can they execute what's being asked of them in the corner?
Again, a lot of fight taking place in the clinch.
Now, if both fighters are willing to trade in the clinch and no one seems to be getting any, we can't see any redness or bruising, generally the fighter being pushed back is probably going to be on the losing end. So,
Colin Mahan calls for the break. Nice teep from Breathnach. Again, that clinch initiated by Wylie. Wants to get in there, wants to land his knees. That's a nice knee, just underneath the ribcage. But Breathnach, much to his credit, he's firing right back.
Yeah. Tremendous heart. He's got a big engine, great sweep.
Wylie
again, you were talking about sweeps.
Yeah.
A few more of them, this could be the point of difference if he gets the sweep in. The guys have nearly swept each other an equal amount of times. But again, strong interaction, aesthetically looks great, putting your fighter through the ropes, but he needs to keep the fundamentals up. He needs to keep basic scoring high.
Another takedown. That was more so a coming together rather than somebody being in tempo, but big shot. You feel like one big shot from either fighter here could steal the round and indeed the fight, or perhaps something like that.
Great catch and sweep from the shin. Nice finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the fight in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Wylie. Please hold your applause for his opponent, Lus Breathnach.